Attack on Titan Evolution is promised to be the best Attack on Titan game on Roblox for 2022, mainly because the game is compatible on literally every device, and they got Titan shifting, some really drippy gear, which I do agree with the statement. They do have some really drippy stuff, and insane PvP, and I will discuss this more in the video. Now, this game is currently privated, so you guys will not have access unless you are a tester or Patreon, and I believe Patreon is like $7 per month, and that will get you, that's like the first tier, and that will give you access to this game, but that's up to you. I believe the game is getting released really soon, so that's really up to you if you guys want to get access to this game early or not. But yeah, enough said, guys. Let's get into some gameplay. Alright, so this is how it looks like when it loads into the game. They were planning on making a UI revamp, which I'm pretty sure is still happening. I'm not sure if things are going to be looking exactly the same, but you can already tell everything looks really sick. You do have the customize tab, which I'll just hop in really quick. The loader screen, everything looks really on point. The lighting, you can tell by the textures, everything looks really good, and you can already tell by the drip, it already is like really dripping hard. But they do have a spinning system just like Demonfall. They do have pity system, and your pity does save. Same thing like not Deepwoke, what am I saying? Same thing as Demonfall. So like if you were to get an orange before you hit the orange pity, your pity will restart. But the pities do seem to be pretty high, but it's actually a very fair amount, just because spins are quite easy to get and will be very much easier once they add more stuff. But currently this is how it looks like. I do have Leonhardt, which is just currently temporary. I'm just playing with it for no reason. It's just because the first orange I got was Leonhardt, but I really do want to go for one of these ones. Each family or race does have its own buff and boost, and you guys can find that on the Trello. I'm not going to go into that until I get into some more detailed videos in the future, which I am planning again on doing. But yeah, they got some really good accessories and clothing and whatever. But now let's actually get into some proper gameplay. Now, when it is your first time playing, it will run you through an entire tutorial and just show everything around. But I will be making a detailed video for like beginners and stuff when the game gets released, because there's really no point right now. But basically, you guys just run into missions, and again, everything here is temporary. Just the way how things work. The whatever you see, what might not be the same whenever you play it. But yeah, so you get skills, you get to swing around and stuff. I'm just gonna hop into a round. I'll just do extreme. I'll do hard just to make it a bit easier on myself. But I can currently solo extreme. I'm level like 50. I think max level is 75. Alright guys, so you can probably tell from the graphics how everything looks. It's done really well. The swinging, the speed, and just overall everything. Guys, I'm really bad, but again, please forgive. But it's really fun playing, just being able to swing around, especially with Ackerman and max boost, max speed, which is something I do not have. I'm not like fully upgraded on all my stuff. It gets really fun swinging around and just being able to dominate every round. Obviously, it does look really easy right now, but that's because I'm just doing hard mode. Once you see up normal, it's literally impossible. So the more upgrades you get, the easier it gets to kill these titans. You get more damage and all that. But as you guys can see, the swinging is really done really well. And it feels so good. It's like right at the beginning of the game, it feels so satisfying just being able to swing around and just destroy everything. Sound effects were also very well done. You might run into some like weird problems in the game, such as like shift lock, and the game might be a bit too blurry, but those are all things you can actually control from these settings. You can control the blur of the game. You can make it really blurry. And you can also turn off like there's an aim assist type of thing, where if you were to get your you get your mouse near a Titan, it kind of locks on. As you can see, the box type of thing, yeah, it shows like it kind of helps you out with hitting Titans. You could also turn that off. There are some midget titans like this one, but they're abnormal ones. The ones that have red icons on their head are just normal. The one with black on their head are abnormal, and they're kind of more crazier. There are short abnormal ones, which kind of like get pulled across the map, and I'm like, bro, this is from the wrong anime. But you kind of have to deal with that. Alright, so now that you guys saw some gameplay, I'm going to show you guys some of the other stuff that actually makes a huge impact on gameplay, and that's with upgrades and perks, and I'm going to explain perks in a bit. So if we were to come into upgrades, basically how you have stat points and stuff, you just upgrade with cash instead. So you get cash from rounds and you upgrade whatever. I know myself like really unbalanced because I just really wanted damage. But then you have something called perks. Now what these do, there are basically little buffs you can add to yourself, and you can have up to 2, but you get the third one through a game pass, which is actually quite worth getting just because these things are pretty OP. Like I have basics expert, it is a legendary one. It has all the effects of a common and uncommon perk, and then you have a bunch of other perks. Like this one gives 10% more gas, attack speed when slashing. So these are things, little things that make an impact on your gameplay. When like my first time when I got basics expert, I felt the game change. Like the gameplay had a total flip just because it equips all the common and uncommon perks into that single one. It is a legendary. There are going to be adding more and better ones, but this is how perks basically work. You get them from doing normal rounds like how I was doing, or there's something called waves, which is currently the best way of getting perks, but that's kind of at the end of the map, and I'll leave that for another video on like perk grinding. But it kind of works like missions, but just infinitely rounds after rounds after rounds, and then you can leave, I believe, after every 5 waves. And if you decide to stay and you die during one of the rounds, like between. Now to the important part is PvP and Titan shifting. Unfortunately, this hasn't been added yet, but they are planning on adding it really soon. PvP is currently out, but it's in like very beta phase, and it's nowhere near what it's going to be like in the future. So they're planning on completely remaking and revamping that. So I'm not going to go into that right now, just because there's really no point. It's going to be totally different once you guys play it. So I'm going to leave PvP also for another video. Titan shifting, they are adding it very soon. It is currently like almost completed. It's ready for us, almost ready for testing. So once they get that ready, finished off some of the bugs, they are going to be ready for release. So I'm really hoping to get to release this game within a month or two, at least maximum 2 months, I'll say, depending on how many bugs they get with Titan shifting. But the developers of this game are really good. They know how to script. They're like as you guys can see from the physics of just being able to swing around and how everything works in game, especially the perks, how they buff and everything. These scripters for this game are really good. So Titan shifting should probably have a couple bugs you might run into, and that's probably it at most. They probably are going to be adding like the big colossal titan and stuff, and that's going to be way more OP and it's going to be fun to fight. Again, it's one of those games that once you fight solo for like, I don't know, straight 2-3 weeks, it gets boring. But it's something when you have with friends, especially waves, when you do it with friends, you get into VC and you just start like yelling at each other for like messing up. It gets quite fun. Same with like almost any game. But yeah, guys, I don't want to get too much detailed into any of this stuff just because it's not finalized. But when the game does get released though, I really am hoping to be able to post a lot more better and detailed videos. But I just wanted to show an overall gameplay of the game and what it's going to be like. I know Warfare is currently out there, but I don't really like how they're Titan shifting and their overall Titans look. I feel like this game looks and is way better, especially their physics of just being able to swing around, how you swing around way faster, and it's not R6 animations. I really am against R6 animations, except for Shendo Life and like, yeah, just Shendo Life. Deepwoken really just messed up my R6 animations. I'm like, bro, what is that? But yeah, so far I really do not like R6 animation just because it looks very non-realistic. So this game does not have R6, R15 animations, were also properly made, as you guys can see from the swinging I did on the Titans. Overall, the game is very well made. The terrain, it's compatible on every single device, on every single platform, which actually is something really crazy to do for a Attack on Titan game. But yeah, I don't want to spend the whole entire video talking. I'm going to run through one more extreme round just to show you guys what it looks like when it gets a little bit harder. But yeah, I'll get back to recording once I happen around. Alright, I think I do have one other person in here with me. Let's hope he can help me out, because these Titans do get a bit crazy. As you guys can see, this guy just get pulling all over the map. I wasn't able to one-shot these guys until I got my last upgrade. Yeah, especially when they crowd up like this, you can... Bro, I just missed. These midgets are really annoying. I'm just gonna get rid of them. Yeah, you can blind them, you can cut off their hands and legs, they do grab you once you get behind their neck, and if you just spend too much time around their arm, they just grab you. Wow, this is annoying. Oh god. So that right there, as you guys can see, is currently how it is how you're supposed to transform into a Titan, but just because it's not out yet, all the orange races and up give you basically a second life. Instead of being able to Titan shift, you just get a second life. So after you die, you get to turn into, you're supposed to turn into Titan, but you just turn into a same normal whatever you were. Just a revive, you get a second life. I think Yuga gives you like 2 extra lives, which is pretty broken. I really want to swing faster, but I want Ackerman. Ackerman has a speed buff. It's so much faster. Whoa. Yeah, so it's like that. I got grabbed. Oh my god, I got grabbed 2 times in a row. But it does have the bar where it lets you, if you press it on time, you get out. It's actually quite easy to press. It's not like you don't have to exactly get on the bar. I don't know how the system was made, but it's quite easy to press. Oh, let me get this guy. So yeah, the hard thing is when you get like hordes of them. They all just gather up and you can't really hit their neck or their nape, just because they just are blocking each other. And these midgets again are really fast, bro. I think they were faster, they got nerfed. And this guy just running across the map, bro. Where are you going, bro? Man ran across the map, and now he's bro. Oh my god, sir, where are you guys going? I'm over here. That guy, he somehow came back from outside the map. That's just weird. Oh god. So yeah, the abnormal ones, the ones with the black markings on their head, they do like belly flop on you, and you instantly die like that. So I just lost 1 life, transform into my second life. I keep wanting to say Titan, but I'm like, no, I'm not transforming into a Titan. And I need to reload. Bro, die. Alright, let me see if finish. I can finish this side and I'll go to the other side. Bro, why does my... Okay. I did not see this one. Gotta refill gas and I'll take over the other side. Bruh. So yeah, you guys can see like the string animation. You guys see how it whips out like that? Once you're farther, it shows a bit better, but like the animations, the way how it pulls, it's really well done. But you guys might find it boring. Even I do find it boring right now. I'm playing it solo and it's taking me like 10 minutes just to get through this round. But when they add more stuff, it's gonna get really more fun. Bro, I need to stop swinging over their head like that. Alright, last one. I somehow missed it all the way across the map. Bruh. Alright, there we go. So yeah, just go. I just got a common perk. You can also sell them and combine them. Kind of like, what's it called? Fuse them and make a better one. But it's quite costly. Alright, last one. I somehow missed it all the way across the map. Alright, there we go. So yeah, just go. I just got a common perk. You can also sell them and combine them. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. For those of you who really badly want to play this game, you can go ahead and buy the Patreon. But I'll link this game in the description below, and you guys can, I don't know, favorite it, follow it, and then play it whenever it comes out. But it is. They are planning on releasing it very soon. And if you guys aren't really interested in playing this game, then make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification button, because I really am planning on posting more tutorials on this game when it gets released, just to detail everything out, show PvP, Titan shifting, and all that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.